So here we're going to start looking at some of the settings that's available within Xero. So there are actually two lots of settings. There's the basic settings and then there's advanced settings. So let's take a look at the basic settings first. So on here, you've got some general settings and some feature settings. And I'm just going to run through what we've got here. So we've got the organisation details, which will be your address, your logo, all the basic financial bits and bobs. Users, how to add and remove users or change their settings. If you're using multi-currencies, this is where you would manage the currencies that your business uses. And in here, you can add and manage any third-party connections, so any apps and things like that. We've then got your invoice settings where we can create some branding themes, payment services and auto reminders. You can also come in here and set up your payment services. We've got email settings, payroll settings, which you can also manage from payroll and then payroll settings. You've then got expenses. If you use expenses, that'll be here. So just to note, if you're not using payroll, that won't be on there. Now, these two generally don't get used very often. They're more for the larger companies. These where you can connect Xero to Xero. This is going to be replaced in the future with e-billing. And you can also do custom contact links and things from here, which we don't really use. So yeah, these would be your main settings to look at. Then in advanced settings, we have got some advanced features and some advanced settings. So we've got find and recode, which is a bookkeeper's and accountant's dream. We've got manual journals, which we wouldn't recommend you doing unless you really understand the debits and credits system that bookkeeping works on. This would be more for your accountant or bookkeeper. Fixed assets, where we have a section on this later in the course where we go through what a fixed asset is and how to manage them. You can also then export your data from here. You can monitor the accuracy of the data and also look at some of the history and notes that have been added by various different users. You probably wouldn't use these three mostly. We don't very rarely use those. It's more these ones. And again, you probably wouldn't really use the manual journals unless you are a trained bookkeeper or accountant and understand the debit and credits. And then over here, we've got your financial settings, which is similar to what we saw earlier when we was first setting up your Xero. You've got the chart of accounts, tax rates, fixed asset settings, tracking categories, report codes, report fields, reporting preferences. These ones you probably wouldn't really use. They're not ones that you would need to use. This is more for when we're trying to get the information out of Xero down the line. And you've got conversion balances as well for when you're first setting up. So I don't know if you remember from when we did the initial setup, you could put in your conversion balances. This is putting in previous details. So I'm going to go through each of the ones that you would normally use in a bit more detail. Yeah,